Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 2 vlog for Vlogmas. Today we're going to talk about my favorite Christmas books that I've read in the past 5 years since I started reading again. So we're going to start off with historical fiction, one of my favorite genres. And we're going to talk about A Plain and Sweet Christmas by Jerry Irish, Olivia Newport, Lorelei Bliss, and a bunch of other authors. This one is a historical fiction Christian romance one. It has 9 wonderful stories in it. It's just about celebrating Christmas through our faith and just finding love and just keeping things simple for Christmas. I read this I reread this 2 years ago, and then I had read it for the first time, I think it was 5 years ago. I really enjoyed it. And I just thought that the stories were heartfelt and very interesting to read about, especially during the Christmas season. The next one I had read was A Wallflower Christmas, which is basically like Bridgerton, but throw in a Christmas-themed ball, and you have Bridgerton. This one I really enjoyed. This was the first book I read by this author before I read the Ivy Hill series by her. So I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was cute and sweet. This was actually the Bridgerton book before Bridgerton became a book series and TV show. This one gives me lots of vibes from that show. So when this book was actually the one that got me into the Bridgerton era storyline and characters and liking that genre and everything. Okay, the next one that we're going to, or genre that we're going to talk about, is my mystery and cozy mystery Christmas books. Now, the first one I'm going to show you guys this is one of them that was gifted to me by my dad's parents when I was around 12, 13 years old. They thought I would enjoy mystery. So they got this one for me, which is Santa Cruz by Mary Higgins Clark and Carol Higgins Clark. This one I really enjoyed. I thought it was really cool that it was a Christmas themed cruise on Christmas for these people to just go on a fun cruise instead of staying home alone for Christmas. A murder happens, surprisingly. I actually thought this was more of like just a regular Christmas book that you read, a lighthearted thing, but it was not. I can't wait to reread this in a few years. It is one of my favorites, so if you like mystery or you want to get into the mystery genre, please check out the Higgins Clark mystery books. It is really a go-to for when you're wanting to enter that genre. The next one I'm going to talk about, which is Mistletoe Murder by Leslie Meyer. This one I read a few years ago. This was a first for me by this author, and I really enjoyed it. It's basically about Lucy. She's a bakery owner, and she tries to get ready for the holidays, but in the midst of getting ready, there's a murder that happens, and she's asked to help solve it. So it basically talks about that, and just tells you like what she has to do to try and solve that. The next one is another cozy, is The Christmas Cake Murder by Joanne Fluke. This is part of the Hannah Swanson series. If you have watched the Hallmark Movies and Mysteries show for this series, then you know how this one ends. This one has cute recipes in the back, which I still have to try out sometime. But overall, I love the Joanne Fluke books. They're really entertaining and lighthearted when you want a quick read. The next one I'll be reading, or the next one I read, was The Candy Cane Capers by Josie S. Kilpack. This one was really interesting. I really love this one. It's just like a culinary mystery. So if you've gone to culinary school, you kind of know like what this one is about. But yeah, this one had recipes in the back as well. I have to find, like this one, there is That one's a recipe if you can see it. But yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I thought it was a really cute one, similar to the Joanne Fluke one that I just showed you, but this one had a different aspect to it. Okay, the next ones I'm going to show you are my Debbie McCumber Christmas books. These ones, some of them I read 2 years ago, and others I haven't read in almost 5 years. So I think next year, the following year, I will be rereading them. First one is Fairy Tale Weddings by Debbie McCumber. This is a retelling, actually, of Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. So if you like those Disney movies, and if you like the Liz Brashwell series, then please check this out because this is a really, really good one. Next one I read was Merry and Bright by Debbie McCumber. If you've watched the Hallmark Channel movie with Full House's Stephanie, Jodie Sweetin is in it, and she's really good in it. That movie actually coincides with this book because the book is based off the movie and vice versa. So if you enjoyed this book or if you've read it, then I highly suggest that you watch the movie. Next one is Mr. Miracle. This one was based similar to the book and movie on Hallmark, Mrs. Miracle. So basically a lot of these, except for the next one I'm going to show you, a lot of these were based on the movies from Hallmark Channel, but a lot of them that she's written lately have not been a Hallmark Channel movie, and I'm hoping that they will make one eventually. Next one is Starry Night. This one is a cute one about a columnist who has to write an article about a author, but then she falls for him, and so it goes through that whole thing. But this one is a really cute one. This one hasn't been made into a movie yet, but I'm hoping it will be soon. Christmas in Cedar Cove. This one has been made into a movie by Hallmark, which is really cute. Just takes you to the Cedar Cove to spend Christmas with the characters from the book and the movie. 12 Days of Christmas. This one is another cute one, which has 2 dogs in it. So if you like Christmas reads with animals in it, this one is definitely for you. This one has not been made into a movie yet, but I'm hoping it will be. Next one is Mrs. Miracle. I talked about Mr. Miracle a few minutes ago, and this one is based off the movie from Hallmark. It's basically about this woman who is hired to help this widower take care of him and his children. The movie was with Doris Roberts, who passed away a few years ago, and it also has James Van Der Peek in it from Dawson's Creek. So if you know those actors or watch those shows, then I highly recommend you read the book and watch the movie. Okay, my next stack will be my Amish fiction, which are Christmas in Sugar Creek by Shelley Shepherd Gray, A Plain Simple Christmas by Amy Clipson, Amish White Christmas Pie by Wanda E. Brunstetter, A Christmas Prayer by Wanda, The Beloved Christmas Quilt by Wanda, Christmas at Rose Hill Farm by Susan Woods Fisher, Peace by Shelley Shepherd Gray, Grace by Shelley Shepherd Gray. All of those are Amish fictions, basically talking about Christmases that are more simple, not a lot of decorations, just a very simple Christmas. Okay, now we're going to talk about my contemporary stack of Christmas novels that are my favorites. The Christmas Keepsakes by Donna Van Leer. This one has the Christmas shoes and the Christmas blessing in it. So, if you've listened to the song The Christmas Shoes, you know how emotional that is. And if you watch the movie The Christmas Shoes, you know that's even more emotional. So if you read this book, it will be very emotional, more emotional than those two things are. The Christmas Blessing is the sequel to The Christmas Shoes. So it basically talks about the little boy has grown up and all that, and he's deciding what he wants to do in life, and it just talks about that. Next one is A Baxter Family Christmas by Karen Kingsley. If you've read the Baxter series by her, then you know that this book is just a Christmas read about the family spending Christmas together, and it just talks about like what they're going through and all of that. So this one is a favorite of mine. This is actually what got me started on reading Karen Kingsley's books. A lot of people don't like them because they're too emotional and too raw, but I actually really love them. I like that she gets deep in the feelings. So next one is The Christmas Swap by Melody Carlson. I read this one 2 years ago. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cute, and it reminded me a lot of a Hallmark Channel movie where they did like a Christmas swap. They swapped a house with another family, so I thought that that was really interesting. The next one is The Christmas Light. This is related to The Christmas Shoes, Christmas Blessing, Christmas Secret, and Christmas Hope. So this is all part of the Christmas Hope series. Next one is The Christmas Town, which is related to The Christmas Light and the other Christmas Hope books that I mentioned. Winter is Not Forever by Jeanette Oak. This just talks about how, you know, winter is a long season, so like it drags on and on and on. And this just talks about, you know, sometimes we feel like a certain season or a certain feeling we feel like it's going to be there forever when it's really not. So it just talks about that. Next one is The White Christmas Wedding by Celeste Winters. And this is just about someone that wants to get married on Christmas, so the family scrambles to help her plan this wedding and everything. Next one is We Met in December by Rosie Curtis. Excuse me. This one was gifted to me by fellow booktuber Jacqueline Wheeler. She didn't really like this book. She only read like I think 10 pages of it, and she didn't care for it, so she DNF'd it. And one year, which I thought was really cool, she gifted a bunch of us in the book club a book for Christmas, and we could not open it until Christmas Day, which I thought was really cool. So this was one of them. I really enjoyed it more than she had enjoyed it. This one was similar to One Day in December by Josie Silver. So this one I really enjoyed. Next one was Winter Street by Elaine Hildebrand. This one I read a few years ago. I really enjoyed it. I have not been able to find book 2 in this series, but I'm still hoping I will finish the series one of these years. And the last book for my favorite Christmas reads is One Day in December by Josie Silver. This one was similar to We Met in December, and also it reminded me of the Me Before You series. So this one was really cute and sweet, and I really enjoyed it, and I hope to read more of her books in the future. That's it for now, guys. Those are all my favorite Christmas reads that I've read in the past. Next year I will probably feature some of them that I've been reading this month, and some of them you might see, some of these I mentioned today, you might see in my December 2023 TBR, because a lot of them I plan to reread next year. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If there's any books here that you've read that you like, or ones that you wish that you had read or you were intrigued about, please let me know in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys in my next Vlogmas video. Bye, guys.